afternoon YouTube. Just thought I'd do a quick video on this grand Seiko SBGA041 titanium bracelet and case, matte black dial, spring drive movement with a power reserve function there between 7 and 8 o'clock markers, and a matching date wheel, which I think is great. It's not often you see a manufacturer match the date wheel colour with the actual dial. This is crazy accurate. The spring drive is estimated by Seiko at I think 1 second a day out. This is currently a quarter of a second fast. That is a real pleasure to behold. Like a few days after wearing it and putting it on, usually after wearing pretty much any automatic I own, they're all kind of between 2 and maybe 8 seconds out of the true time. And this you just leave, and frankly you just don't really need to change it ever if you're really that fussed, but maybe every week I will do so just to keep it bang on. It's beautifully light. It's kind of like 92 grams. Of course that will change depending on the number of links you use. 41mm case diameter. I think it's actually slightly less, but that's what the manufacturers estimate. It's got a slightly domed crystal, which you may not be able to see because of my choice of background, but it's ever so slightly domed. And for those who don't know, the spring drive mechanism is kind of a hybrid between an automatic watch and a quartz. So you have the mechanical power from the mainspring, which is wound by a rotor, which I can't show you because I don't have 3 hands, but there's a display case back, and that mainspring power is then used to create a bit of electrical power, which activates a quartz oscillator, I believe, and then that applies a braking force, which is what's giving this beautiful sweep to the seconds hand, and that's by an electromagnet, I think. So rather than ticking like a usual escapement with an automatic or a manual watch, this is a true sweep. It's quite mesmerising to watch. The Grand Seiko are famed for their ridiculous levels of fit and finish, and each of these markers is quite glinty, as you can see. They're true mirror polished. You can also see when the seconds hand glides over them, it reflects down. Look at that craziness. Just watch them hit the 9 mark and you'll see a reflection underneath. There you go. Each of these markers, it may look like it's just got faceted sides, but actually, it does have faceted sides, but each side has 3 facets, so you have a 90-degree cut at the top, then the angled section you can see, and then another 90-degree cut where it meets the dial. So a total of, what is that, probably 11 facets for each marker. I don't think there's any faceting up top, so that will give you the 3 per side, 1 on top, 1 at the back. It's a crazy level of work. There is loom in this watch, which is quite unusual for a Grand Seiko of this kind of dressy style. It's not particularly functional. This is not enough of it really, especially in the hands. You can see the markers in low light, but rarely can you actually see the hands. Also, the similarity of the minute and hour hands means that at a glance it can sometimes not be entirely obvious what the exact time is. But there's no real harm with that because you can just enjoy the dial while you're trying to check the time. It's a lovely thing, and if you have any questions, just fire away. Cheers.